Hi everybody, Ben here from Art Less Ordinary. So I'm going to try to do another one of the flip cups with the pearl paint and see how it turns out this time. I was really happy with the last one. Not too sure if the colours showed up greatly on camera, but it actually looked quite good off camera. Let me see if I can get it. So this is how it looks. I'm really pleased with it. The pearls have come up, or the metallic, in a different way to when I do the actual pearl pour. So I'm quite pleased. So that's purple with silver. So this time I thought I'll try blues with gold. So I've got cerulean blue here. I have deep cyan, and I made up a dark blue using cerulean blue, phthalo blue, and a tad of black. It's quite dark, but I think I needed something dark in there. So these are all 50 grams paint, 100 grams floetrol, and 10 grams water. Then I have my Extreme Sheen Gold, 24K gold one, which is 22 grams paint and 22 grams floetrol. So this is all I had left in my little jar, so that's all I'm having in there today. So I've got 4 cups, and this canvas is a different size. It's a little bit bigger. This is a 16 by 20 inch canvas, and it's a rectangle. Well, it's the other one was a long rectangle. This is a more different shaped rectangle. So virtually we just have to get started putting some of the paint in. So I'm just gonna go for it. Nothing special, just pouring the paint in. I'm going to put a bit of gold in each one now. So there was a bit more than half of the gold in that, but that is okay. Then we'll add the deep cyan. And last time I got asked a few questions. I do use corner catches, and I didn't last time, but this time I will. So hopefully I can save a bit too much paint going over the edge. So this blue is quite dark, but I wanted some deep colour in it. I think that will help the gold stand out more. Yeah, definitely used a lot more paint the first time round. I always do that. I'm supposed to do 2 layers and I end up doing a big layer and a little layer. But that's fine. It's a flip cup. It doesn't really make a difference. Well, hopefully it doesn't make a huge difference. Put that there for the moment. Now we will go the gold again, I think. But again, it's just going to be a little bit of gold this layer. Because if I don't want to run out before I get to the... I want to make sure there is gold in each of the 4 cups. So I'm going to just scrape this out. I want as much of this in there as I can. So there is no silicone in the paints. There is just whatever the paints come like in their container. Now a layer of the blue, cyan, and I have to do this a little bit lighter in the first two, add a bit more to the third and fourth. Okay, so the corner catcher should help with making sure that I have enough paint. I did mix up more this time than with the other shaped canvas because this is a bit bigger, but I just want to use the corner catcher so I know for sure that I have enough. Okay, now it's a matter of just flipping these over. Make sure there's no dust or anything on there. Excellent. So I think the gold with the blue is actually going to look a lot better than the purple and silver is nice, but I think the gold's going to show more on camera when the silver and the purple didn't show as good with the camera. It shows better off camera, but that's just how we got to go. But it looks like I should get some nice effects, so these are just settling down. While that happens, I'll put my gloves on. So I'm a little bit excited about this. Okay. Ooh, look at the pearls. So they are going to stretch because I still have to get the paint to the corners. Oh, look at them just develop in here. They just started moving their way to the surface. Ah, the lacing in this cup with that gold. I so wish sometimes I could just keep these beautiful cups that get created. They're amazing. So this was just making sure that I got the rest of the paint out of the cup because I didn't want to lose too much. I'm going to have to change my plastic tablecloth thing because my canvases are sticking a little bit. So I'm going to do what I normally do with the flip cup, and I'm going to walk it down. But I'm going to take my time. I think I'm going to go to this corner now that I'm here. Now that I've got the paint over here. So I'm just going slowly into the corner. And then I'm going to come back and then remove that corner catcher. And then I'm going to bring the paint back down a little bit. And then start heading up this way. Probably wouldn't have hurt for me to have a bit more paint and see what happens. So I might try that next time, just add more paint. I didn't have a lot of gold left. Into that corner, come back. So the 24K gold has been a little bit difficult to get hold of. So sometimes I tend to go a little bit sparingly because I worry I won't be able to get hold of more. And now I'm just going to kind of walk the paint back down to the bottom. Now I'm going to have to go all the way into this corner while I've got the paint here. And I'm going to have to make sure that I do go over this side as well, because I don't want to have to come back again a second time. So into the corner and over the edge. Then come back. Take that off and bring it around to this last side. So the only thing I find is the more I'm stretching the pearls, the more diluted they're getting in their intensity, but more may show up. So we will see. I've only just started doing this type of flip cup with pearls, so you learn as you go. So we've got to make sure that we go over the side and over that bottom. Yeah, see, that paint's a little bit slower moving to go over that side. Just helping it along by making it a little bit wet. I'm losing a lot that one spot. Okay, now I have to go over this base. Okay. Yeah, I think I lost a little bit more paint than I was wanting to. Maybe I need a larger corner catcher. So I'm just bringing the paint back to the middle a bit. Lost my lines, which I did like those lines, but now all my sides covered. Check your corners, check every side all the way to the bottom. Okay, this corner, I'm going to grab a little bit of that paint that went off and just dab it on that corner. Trying not to get my shirt in the paint. Okay, more pearls are developing, which is good. So I'm going to get these gloves off because I'm worried about dripping the paint that's on them onto the canvas. Okay, I can breathe a little bit now. So definitely got lots of gold coming through. This shape is good. I felt like a lot was going over there just to get that. And same with over here. But over here looks a bit better. Over there I'm not as... it's still good, but I wanted those... See how this line kind of comes and goes over? I wanted the lines to kind of come all the way down. That's where I think more paint is needed and maybe a larger corner catcher. So let's just heat this up a little bit, see if it brings any gold extreme sheen to the surface. A few bubbles are popping. Okay, that's about enough torching. Now I think it's just going to be time and see what develops. But this is really pretty. I'm really liking this gold. I think the gold's actually worked well. And there's parts where it's much heavier, like there, and spots in here. And then there's bits where it's a little bit blended and goes off in other areas. I've got pearls coming up. Even this corner's got a whole bunch of silver streaks going through it. So now I need to just let it settle, give it 10 minutes or more, however long you want, and just see what actually develops and if anything changes, or whether it's just going to decide to stay the way that it is. So while that's happening, we are going to pause it, and while I'm paused, I'm going to scrape the bottom to make sure that I've got the drips off. Okay, we're back. So the pearls have developed a little bit more, and probably most of the areas have actually developed more. Along through here, there's a nice solid line of them. Through here they have, and here they've separated where they look more like pearls instead of a streak of gold. Over here, even in these bits, there's gold all over. I love these little trails of gold. So really, really happy. And it's not dripping off the edge of the canvas, so it's probably, it was a good amount of paint to cover the canvas, but I think if I want to keep my composition, I'm going to have a bigger corner catcher so I don't lose a bit, and maybe add a little bit more paint just so I've got a bit more to work with. But really, really happy. The gold stands out quite well. I don't know how it looks on the camera. The camera never picks up the colors right. I don't have the best lighting. I've got okay lighting, satisfactory. It lights up the area, but I gotta have a little bit more tweaking to do to get the colors looking right in the camera to what I see on canvas. But super, super happy. And it's because it's a bigger canvas than I do with normally, which is a 16 by 20. It actually looks quite well, and it's a bit harder to work with. The bigger canvas you go, sometimes the harder it is. So I'm going to pause it and bring you down for a close-up. And there is the whole artwork. So that gold is so much more shimmery in real life. Let me see what happens if I can get rid of this ring light ring that I've got up here. Yeah, see, it changes the colours, but you kind of get that washed out look at the top from that light being so close up there. And it gets a bit duller down here because there's no light down this end. But you don't get that ring. But I'm really, really happy. I love this. The colours are good. There's gold everywhere. Let's see what happens when we get closer. See, nice different effects from the different blues. There's the gold, and if you've ever seen 24K gold before, you know that it's a lot more brighter. This is just, the lighting's just making it look a little bit different. Got cool effects over here. Nice solid gold little arrow there. We've got streaks, lines, pearls. You can see the shimmer a bit when I hold the camera the right way. But all in all, fantastic. Super pleased. I'm actually ecstatic. I'm over the moon actually, so hope you guys like it. I don't know if I can get good photos. I'm going to try and get good photos, but I think this light here that lights it up a bit more, puts that ring in it. So there it is with my light on again. You can see the gold a bit more better. But yeah, let me know what you think, guys. So like, comment, share the video, and subscribe if you have not already. Click the bell and hit all to see more videos. But yeah, tell me what you think, because I am actually quite happy with this flip cut pearl pores. So I'll probably try something different again tomorrow or next when I do my next artwork, and figure out a couple of other artworks to do, see what happens. So thanks very much. I'll see you next time for another pour. Alright, bye.